Hello everyone, and welcome to my BNB24 official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The vibrant and gorgeous December 4th Thursday recap. Deacon gets dirty with Taylor after Ridge devastates Eric. Written by Heather Hughes on December 4th, 2025 remarks. Comment on The Bold and the Beautiful soap opera. 6. The vibrant and gorgeous Thursday, December 4th recap. Deacon gets filthy with Taylor as Ridge destroys Eric. According to The Bold and the Beautiful BNB recap for Thursday, December 4th, Deacon Sharp had an affair with Taylor Hayes, while Ridge Forrester hurt Eric Forrester. Deke Sharp updated Deacon and Sheila Sharp on the state of hope for the future at Il Giardino. Deke attempted to leave as well as Deacon left for a therapy appointment. Sheila wanted to get to know Deke better and show him the new version of herself, so she stopped him. Sheila wanted to show off a cohesive family for Hope Logan's impending wedding, but Deke was obviously hesitant. "Let's get dirty," Deacon joked as Taylor was getting ready to delve deeper into his thoughts and emotions in her office. After summarizing his Thanksgiving with Sheila, Deacon eventually expressed his worries over his children's rejection of her. Deacon couldn't even guarantee Sheila would receive an invitation to Hope and Liam Spencer's wedding. Eric claimed that he wanted to work as a design team with his son at Forrester Creations on Thursday's BNB episode, but Ridge pretended that they had already done so. Ridge cautioned that Eric already had a fantastic last couture collection and didn't want to return to the trenches and jeopardize his health. Ridge insisted that the repair was covered despite Eric's objections. Ridge reassured his father that he had the business under control because Eric had already asked him to take over. Ridge kissed Eric on the cheek and strolled out after being called away. Alone in the CEO's office, Eric stared at an old photo of himself and Stephanie Forrester. Eric debated whether it was time to quit the business he started, but he was adamantly against it. Brooke Logan Forrester told Donna Logan Forrester in the Forrester showroom that whatever transpired was between Eric and Ridge. Additionally, Brooke mentioned that Donna liked going on trips and spending more time with Eric. That was true, Donna admitted. But she also knew that Eric would continue to work as a designer until his dying day. Later, Ridge caught up with Brooke and updated her on Eric's situation. Ridge insisted that his father had to retire because Eric already had a swan song and needed to save his health. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Eric will have to choose between listening to Ridge and maybe putting up a stronger fight for the future he desires. Make CDL your go-to source for BNB, since we'll have more exciting news and updates. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Does Eric's rival fashion house have a significant advantage over Ridge? Written by Heather Hughes on December 4th, 2025 remarks. Comment on television spoilers soap opera, The Bold and the Beautiful. 43. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Does Eric's rival fashion house have a significant advantage over Ridge? According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful BNB, Eric Forrester might launch a competing fashion firm and go off against Ridge Forrester. Eric claimed that he wanted to be more than just a figurehead when he made his proposal on the episode from December 3rd. Eric hopes Ridge will embrace him as a team member and is excited to return to designing at Forrester Creations. But it's obvious that Ridge believes Eric ought to be enjoying his retirement rather than going back into the world of couture design. The more Ridge and Eric argue over this, the more irritated his father would get. Forrester Creations may face competition from a second fashion firm, according to fall preview spoilers. What if the plot twist is that Eric launches this fashion brand and challenges Ridge in the process? Eric may take a different route that will split the Forrester family if Ridge rejects his co-designer proposal. Eric might also decide he won't stay in an uncomfortable place and refuse to retire. Eric can claim that it's never too late to start over and make the decision to follow his own path. Eric may swear he's alright and will have some backup, despite the fact that there will be some worries about his health. Forrester's end in the past, Dominages has collaborated closely with Eric, but he has also had times when he felt ignored. If Eric pursues a new fashion firm, it could be quite simple to entice Zen to join. Eric may also try to recruit Thomas Forrester, who is returning home for Christmas. When fans last saw Thomas, he was feeling dissatisfied with his career, so Eric might encourage him to work with his grandfather to start something new. Eric may at least attempt to include his grandson in his new fashion company team, regardless of whether Thomas is convinced. B&B previously created a plot in which Ridge and Eric faced off in a fashion show with opposing design collections. Perhaps there will be a full-fledged fashion house competition this time around, because the CBS serial opera needs to step it up and try something a little different. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge and Eric's conflict may go out of hand and result in disturbing information. Make CDL your go-to source for Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, news, and updates. This Dylan detail is nonsensical. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Dylan's character and the plot she is a part of simply don't make sense. This is due to Dylan's recent admission that she was the one who ran Luna Nozawa down. However, why did she do this? She was merely a little-known figure who briefly served as Hayes' teacher. She also has a friendship with Elektra Forrester. When she texted her confession, why did her phone number not appear? Viewers want to know that. Naturally, a lot of fans of The Bold and the Beautiful had strong opinions on the issue on social media. I don't see how Dylan could be intended to stick around even for the medium term, was one criticism. She doesn't really have a credible position to be hired at FC or Spencer as a preschool teacher. And Will is the only man she may be partnered with. However, Elektra and Luna, who we all know isn't truly dead, are already in Will's possession. After unintentionally befriending her, she was held at gunpoint by Luna, forced to make the telephone call to get Steffi there so Luna could plead her case. Then she was tied to a chair and stuffed into what appeared to be a closet, for all she knew left to die or to be killed after Luna had finished with Steffi, was another comment. On the other hand, fans of B&B will only need to watch every single day to figure out what happens next. The CBS network broadcasts The Bold and the Beautiful during the week. Look up the timings in your local listings. Please share your opinions with us in the space provided for comments below. Katie dismissed Eric's offer, Bill vs. Ridge. This is The Bold and the Beautiful recap for Wednesday, December 3, 2025. Katie Logan is fired in today's episode. Bill Spencer approaches Ridge Forrester. Eric Forrester also has a proposal. Let's get an update on what happened in today's episode by continuing to read. Brooke Logan Forrester mentions Eric's surprise retirement party to Ridge at work. Donna Logan Forrester and Eric come in. They were merely talking about him, according to Brooke. Eric isn't sure if that's a good or negative thing. A loud noise is heard. Bill is inside the building. Ridge approaches him. Forrester Creations' lack of appreciation for Katie has angered Bill. Bill wants her to work for Spencer Publications, the family business. According to Katie, her family works at Forrester Creations. She is reminded by Bill that Brooke has always prioritized Ridge. Ridge walks in and inquires as to whether Katie truly feels that way. The brunette acknowledges that she was taken by surprise. Furthermore, all of her suggestions were rejected. Ridge must return to his job. He has no time for this. He acknowledges that they value what Katie does there, though. Bill is told to leave the building by Ridge. Spencer Publications receives Beatty. Katie is grateful that he stood up for her against Ridge. She is unsure if this is beneficial, though. She needs time to reflect. Back at FC, Brooke talks about Ridge's workload. Eric is willing to lend a hand. Ridge is upset with Bill for claiming Katie isn't being valued when he gets back. Eric wants to spend some time by himself with his son. Eric offers to assist after everyone has left. After praising Ridge's drawings, Eric proposes that they collaborate on designs. He is unable to manage this amount of work on his own. Eric says, "Let's make history." Donna praises Ridge's work at the showroom. He's a perfectionist, according to Brooke. Although Brooke and Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes would contribute as much as they can, Eric is solely responsible for the sketches. Donna acknowledges that Eric has been sketching and designing while at home. His goal is to join the couture design team. Brooke is truly taken aback by this. The two Forrester men seem to be at odds with one another. Ridge is organizing his retirement party, while Eric has been painting in secret at home. Stay tuned because Eric has no intention of retiring, based on what transpired during his death tale. Will Thorne Forrester return home? As news of Eric Forrester's health issues spreads, he will be the talk of the town this week on Bold and the Beautiful. Ridge Forrester will begin urging his father to retire once more, and the patriarch's friends and relatives will worry about his illness. Is the soap opera now laying the groundwork for Eric's other son to return home? As cast whispers have suggested Thorne Forrester's return for years, Windsor Harmon made a brief comeback to the soap opera last year as Eric Forrester was near death. After Eric recovered, Thorne returned to the hospital with the rest of the family to keep watch. Prior to that, Ingo Rademacher played the role for a few years before leaving in 2019. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, the Forrester family will begin to worry about their patriarch's health this week. Every time Eric Forrester sneezes, his kids and grandkids start organizing his funeral and fighting over his ownership stake in the family business. There are even rumors that Ridge will steal the business from his father, much like his friend Carter did. Thorne Forrester's reappearance makes sense. Does Eric's other son not have a say in his retirement or health decisions? It is possible for B&B to change history by disclosing that Thorne still owns stock in Forrester Creation and has some influence over the company's operations. Many couples will experience chaos if Thorne reappears in The Bold and the Beautiful. Thorne may attempt to get back together with Brooke Logan, his brother's wife. Alternatively, he may visit Taylor Hayes or Katie Logan. Do you believe Thorne should return home? Would you like to see him correct Ridge? Is Eric having another crisis? It's time to move on to a new plot arc for at least 4 to 6 weeks now that the Luna Nozawa situation appears to be resolved. This time we'll concentrate on Eric Forrester, who hasn't accomplished anything in the past year other than attempting to bring Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester back together. On Wednesday, Donna Logan surprises Brooke with some significant news regarding Eric. What might be happening to him right now? Has he begun to cough up blood once more? Is he prepared to retire once more? Or is he hoping to regain his position as Forrester Creations CEO? These stories have all been told before, so why not tell them again? After all, John Finnegan might not have been able to fully treat Eric's illness because we never found out what it was 2 years ago. We're not sure we can face another death and dying narrative with a happy ending after Liam Spencer's recent passing, but it appears that the program may be headed there once more. Dollar Bill Spencer defends Katie Logan against Ridge Forrester, while Brooke receives some startling information regarding Eric. Ridge has reasons, but he finds it unbelievable that FC would simply replace her without even telling her. He genuinely thought Katie would be better off taking a break from everything and avoiding the negative publicity that Luna's actions would cause. Bill simply interprets this as Ridge's lack of confidence in his Katie's ability to do the task. When Bill informs Ridge that he gave Katie a job at Spencer Publications, would Ridge be taken aback? Will she accept it at all? Katie will have to make a significant adjustment, but perhaps this is what she needs.